We are Tim and Tiffany Gallant, and we are missionaries in Cambodia with Global Partners. We've been here for 11 years, next month in July 2017, and we are just excited to be working with the Cambodian pastors, resourcing them, coaching them, and helping them to expand the kingdom here in Cambodia.
That's great. We have a few people back at our church that would like to know a little bit more about how to get involved with missions. So we have a few questions we'd like to ask you. First question they have is, how do you get involved in missions?
I think the way you get involved in missions is by saying yes to the opportunities that are presented to you. The opportunities that are coming to be involved in where God is working. It could be missions that across the city, it could be across the state, or it could be across the borders, across into other nations. So I know there are so many different opportunities for people to serve, but it has to do specifically with missions, is that desire to cross a border, to cross a place into a new culture, into a new language group, outside of your comfort zone. So I think how do you get involved in missions is by saying yes when those opportunities come.
Great, thank you. Next question, how did you know you were called to missions?
I got the call to missions when I was young, 16, and it was right after conversion when I asked Christ into my heart and to be the leader of my life. And he had showed me at that time that when I was walking in darkness of my life, that I thought I was alone. And he showed me that he was there the whole time, and that he wanted me to then go into people who were in darkness to show his light, to let them know that he was there with them. And so for me, it came at that crucial time in my life where I made that commitment to the Lord. But that's not how it is for everyone. It's different for Tim.
Yeah, it's quite a bit different for me. I got involved much later in my life. After I got married to Tiffany, I said yes to going on a short-term team to go be a part of what God was doing overseas. And God just opened up so many things for me, saying that all those events, those skills, those opportunities that you've had in the past, now I'm going to expand them for you and use those in a new context, in a new place. So for me it was saying yes to that initial trip, and then saying yes to God expanding the opportunities that He had already given me.
Great, thank you. Next question is regarding your education. So what is your degree in?
Well, we're both teachers. We were both educated in the United States as teachers, so we taught in the local schools. And that's where we were when we first came to Cambodia, just as teachers. So we were really blessed to be a part of that. And then when after we got here, we really realized that further education would help us. So we both went through the ordination process of the Wesleyan Church. I went back and got my Master of Divinity at Wesley Seminary. And so it was just then the opportunities that God gives you for education really fit in with what you're doing in the ministry.
Great, thank you. Next question is kind of a multi-part question. Are you involved in an organization? If so, what organization? And how did you get involved in that organization?
We are involved in that organization. We are with Global Partners, which is with the Wesleyan Church. And we got involved with Global Partners because we initially came over to work with the Wesleyan pastors in Cambodia, and we had a heart for what they were doing. They're raising up the Cambodians to be leaders of the churches and the pastors, not the missionaries. We're taking education to them just to raise up the leaders, and we really had a heart for educating and for bringing the Cambodians up to lead their own people and to be the ministers in the kingdom here. And so that's where our heart was, and in order to be a part of that theological education, we wanted to go with the Wesleyan Church.
And we've really been blessed to be a part of the organization. The organization kind of gives a framework, a help, a support around you in the midst of you going through the beginning work in your ministry, helping you with your first term, helping you get settled. When those crises happen in your life, we have the people there to help us. So we're really blessed to be a part of Global Partners, and they do a really great job resourcing the missionaries here on the field.